Well, hello, OFP Nation. It is Sunday, May 25th, 2025. We are here for our weekly analysis. Nick, are you with me?
Yes, I sure am. Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. All right, everyone, please bear with our friend today. He is not feeling well. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to dive into this analysis so that Nick can get some rest. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comments and I'll take care of those questions. Without further ado, Nick, I will let you do your thing.
All right, thank you very much. So, let's look at the dollar index. So, dollar index, we can literally zoom in and see where we're going at this point in time. So, right now, I can say that the dollar index doesn't have much strength. That being because if we draw a trend line over here, we can see that we broke that trend line and we have been trending down since then. But we seem to be at a level of support right here. So maybe coming on to this week, we may be bouncing off this level, probably going back to the upside and then maybe coming back to the 100 level or even beyond. So that is my anticipation this week on the dollar index. So let's move over to the dollar related pairs, starting with the dollar Mexican. So dollar Mexican has been going down for the longest and literally been in a downtrend, as we can see here. So overall, we're just waiting for a break of the trend line to the upside. When that break happens, that's where we could be looking to go long on the dollar Mexican, just right above here, around close to 19.50. So mostly around this area. This will be looking to go long. And from there, we have the first resistance over here, and the second one here, and then maybe the third one there. So once we go past this third one, then maybe we can be going back into an uptrend for the rest of the month. But overall, I still do think that we will be pushing down further as the week opens. Let's now look at the dollar yen. So dollar yen, ever since we made our high on this resistance here, we have been moving to the downside strongly, and we are now currently at a level of support. So does this mean we'll be bouncing from here, then going to the upside? Well, probably. If we draw a trend line over here, we can see that we haven't still broken it yet. Once we break it, and once this resistance level is broken, then probably we could be looking to long it, going to the upside, and even aiming for the very previous high over here, as this would be a very great risk to reward for the trade on dollar yen. Let's move over to euro dollar. So euro dollar has been in a mild uptrend, I would say, ever since this trend line was broken over here. I've been moving to the upside. The trend line was broken, and also the resistance was broken. Then from here we moved to the upside. then tested these resistance levels again, which became support, and then we made a new high. So this coming week, even looking at the dollar index, we are literally at a level of support, or rather a level of resistance. On the dollar index, we're at a level of support. So it's either we're gonna reject off of this because we already had a rejection here and it came to the downside, but then it continued moving to the upside. So we get to see where this goes. Then from there, we will be seeing if we'll be bouncing from off this level and then coming all the way to the downside. But if we do bounce off this level, then we must as well just patiently wait for the trend line to be broken. Once the trend line is broken and the support level is broken, then we can safely say that we have some downward momentum. But if we continue to break it all the way up, we will close right above here. Then the next level of resistance that we may be coming up to is all the way at 1.15, all the way up here. So this is a level we can be anticipating for this coming week. And then let's also look at CAD-SWISS. So CAD-SWISS hasn't been doing much lately. It was first in an uptrend, and then we broke to the downside and came to these support levels, tested them, and now we seem to be reversing back to the upside. Overall, we had like a short-term downtrend, which was over here, but this was quickly reversed once we broke the trend line here, and we are literally touching the resistance level here. So next week, I still believe that we might have some momentum to the upside. We're probably going as far as this previous high. So that's where I think we'll be going for this coming week. Then let's look at pound yen. Pound yen isn't really in that mid or short term not consolidation, but trend like dollar yen. We seem to have pushed to the downside, but there's sort of like consolidated for a bit. So overall, I think we are in a consolidation at this point. Like this box over here. We're literally bouncing from 194 to 50 the way to 192. So right now we're in the middle of 192 and we might be going all the way to 194. Then from here we might bounce from there and then come all the way down. But if we do break right above 194.200, then we might be looking to make a new high over there. But if we break below 192, then we'll be looking to come all the way back down to the 190 level on pound yen. Let's also look at the pound dollar. So the pound dollar has been strongly parabolic as the week ended. So I do think there will be a pullback before we continue to the upside once again. So I believe there might be a pullback around 134,500. So we might be looking to push all the way down here before we actually go all the way up. So that is my anticipation on a pound dollar. Then let's look over at gold. So gold, we have been strengthening real strongly to the upside, and we had a slight pullback over here. As the week started, we were strong, continued to the upside, and then we slightly had a pullback over here. Then we made a new high of this previous pullback. So this coming week, it just seems like we might be aiming to come all the way to 3430 or so around this area. It's like we're aiming for this resistance level. Then from this resistance level, there may be a decision may be made. That is my anticipation on our gold this coming week. Then let's look at NAS 100. NAS 100, we have been looking to make the all-time high on it, but we seem to be stalling a bit, probably based on these previous resistance levels that aren't really strong whatsoever. So we consolidated for a bit, then we broke to the downside. So at this point, I do think the market is looking to fill this gap over here on NAS 100. If not, then we might just be bouncing off this gap level, then continue to the upside in this coming week. But overall, I still think there's more downside momentum on our NAS 100 for this coming week. So we might even possibly be seeing 2300 at the start of the week, all the way to the end of the week. Then probably by the end of the week, we'll be back here at the top around 21500. So that is what I am looking to see on NAS 100. Let's look at Ethereum. So Ethereum seems to be moving sideways at this point in time. Like we're just having this range right here. Once we reach this resistance level, we have like this wide range that just whipsawing back and forth. So overall, we're at the midpoint right now. So I think we might be going to the upside, and then from there, bounce from there, then come all the way to the downside. If that doesn't happen, then we might have a break beyond the upside and then continue all the way up. So that is what I am anticipating on Ethereum. Then let's look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, we'll be making new highs, I think all-time highs whatsoever. Yeah, all-time highs. Reached about 12,000. And so what does this mean? Well, I do think that we will be breaking this trend line real soon. Well, we have already broken the trend line, but I believe we might be going further down. But before we even confirm the downward movement, this support level right here at 106 needs to be broken. So if we do break below 106 here, then we might be seeing Bitcoin come all the way down to 102, even further to the 90,000 level. But if we do continue to push up, then we might be looking to make a new high even beyond 12,000. We're probably going to 1,030. So that is my anticipation on Bitcoin for this coming week. So this is where our analysis comes to an end. Rare, you can pop up again.
Sorry. All right. Well, does anybody have any questions for us for the analysis so far? Any other pairs you want us to take a look at? In the meantime, while I'm waiting for you guys to drop us a comment, I just want to let everyone know that we still have our old accounts promo going on right now where you can get 15% off any of our current accounts because soon we will be dropping our new account models. So you can get 15% off any of our current models using discount code old accounts. All right. And it doesn't look like anybody has any questions for us today. So, we will say happy trading. Best of luck this week, and we will be back on Wednesday, right? Wednesday? We'll be back Wednesday?
Yes, Wednesday.
All right. Is there anything else you want to say, Nick?
No, that's practically all.
All right. Well, we are out. We will be back on Wednesday.